Hey, welcome to another Tier List Thursday. I skipped last Thursday because I was tired. And this week we are doing DCEU movies because I am a fan of the MCU and the DCEU. And next week I'm doing MCU because What If ends next week and I caught up on the rest. I caught up on Black Widow and I watched Shang-Chi, so I'm prepared on that front. But I needed something to do this week, and I realized I haven't talked about the Suicide Squad yet. So this is my new DCEU thing. Before I begin, I would like to say that I've had a lot of thoughts about YouTube and my Tier List Thursday series, and I've wanted to script them, but then I realized that scripting a Tier List Thursday would mean taking away the best part of Tier List Thursdays, which is just mindlessly ranking stuff. So I will not be making any scripts for these, and I'll focus on something else that I'll talk about next week. So we'll begin with the first one, Man of Steel, the Superman movie, and it was okay. I'd put it in C tier. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't that bad. And then it's followed with this travesty, which is my least favorite thing ever created, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, the worst DC movie, worst superhero movie I can think of, just all around bad. This is the Ultimate Edition version because I realized that it's the director's cut edition version of this movie because it just adds a lot of filler. Like, it doesn't even add anything sensible, which is why it's so bad. Like, I just can't understand how people like this movie. But it's opinions, I guess. Next is Suicide Squad, which is normally what people put at the bottom, but I'd put it in D tier because I unironically enjoy this movie. It is so dumb that I love it. Same with another movie I'll talk about in a bit, but yeah. Here is an A tier movie, Wonder Woman, the original. Yes, it's good. I've heard that a million times. And it deserves an A tier. That's all I have to say about it. Next is Justice League. The original Justice League, not the Snyder cut, but the Joss Whedon cut. And this is E tier. Definitely not good. I probably would have higher things to say. It would probably be a D or C tier movie. But the Snyder cut is just way better than the original. And like, I can't even unironically enjoy this because this is what could have come out of it. And it's just way better than this thing. You know, I can actually watch this movie. It's not as bad as Batman v Superman. Next is Aquaman, which I would put that in B tier. I like Aquaman. In the comics, I could probably say I'm one of the few people that actually really like Aquaman. And I think he's pretty cool. And I do not like this version of Aquaman as much as I do like him in the comics, but this was an okay movie. I liked the finale with the crabs. And Black Manta, bad. Ocean Master, good. Yes. Two villains. Don't we need that in every movie? Shazam is probably the best movie on this list. I don't know. Shazam is just very good. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. And it's good compared to everything else on this list. C tier and below is bad. B tier and above is good, which is how I rank stuff. C tier is always the neutral tier. And Shazam is definitely the best thing on this list so far. Next is Birds of Prey. Wow, what a mixed movie. People love it or hate it. And I would like to say that it is dumb as heck. It is. I would put it right next to Suicide Squad because I think both of these movies are as dumb as each other. I think my favorite part about this movie is the Huntress, one of my favorite Birds of Prey characters, and she is a joke in this movie. Yes, this movie sucks. Let's just say that. But I unironically enjoy it. I watch it a lot with the Suicide Squad trilogy, or the Harley Quinn trilogy, which is Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, and the Suicide Squad. Yeah, next is Wonder Woman 84. I don't know how to place this one because I do not like it, but I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, I'd put it in C tier. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a bit more than the bad stuff, and it's a bit better than the actually bad but unironically good stuff. But it's not that good. I have mixed feelings about this one because I like the original, and I didn't really like this one. I'll just leave it in C tier. Next is the Snyder Cut. Wow, we finally got there. So I love the Snyder Cut, but I would put it in A tier because it is way too dang long. Like, Jesus. I can't remember how long it is. It's like 4 or 5 hours. Maybe it's 3 hours. I can't remember, but it's very long, and it's longer than Endgame, and it's way too long to rewatch. So I've only watched this movie twice. And I would not rewatch it because it's too long. Can we get a Snyder Cut of the Snyder Cut that makes the movie shorter? Because I would actually love to rewatch this movie, but it's like, so it's long, but you kind of have to watch the entire movie. It's not like you can watch it in episodes, because like it's not, I don't know why it was like shown as like parts, because like it's not in parts. You have to watch the full thing for the full experience. And then we got the last movie, and you know what, this is my favorite movie in the DCEU. It is the Suicide Squad. This movie is fun. This movie brings out my favorite parts about the Suicide Squad that the original did not, which is the mindless murder. I actually wrote up an entire review of this movie before I realized that I'm too lazy to make a video. And this movie, the beginning of the movie is amazing. The end of the movie is amazing. The middle is slow, but I enjoyed it. And this movie is all around good. I would give it a 10 out of 10. But they killed off Polka Dot Man, so it's the best movie in the DCEU. And the DCEU is not that great, but then you compare it to the MCU, and the MCU is also not that great. At least the DCEU has only just begun their movies, and I'm pretty sure most of the stuff that's coming out next is going to be good. The MCU has a lot of Phase 1 and 2 trash, and Captain Marvel at the very bottom of the list, and it's, I don't know, you can't compare the two because one is DC and one is Marvel. Like, Marvel and DC, you can't compare them or you're going to start a war. So yeah, this is my DCEU tier list. We got S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and there's 11 movies. Yeah, 11 movies. And thanks for watching. If you would like to subscribe, then you can go down below. If you would like to tell me what your tier list of this would be, then you can either comment or you can go to the link in the description and do it yourself. And with all that saying, thanks for watching.